welcome to another PHP tutorial. And we're gonna learn about arrays. Arrays are actually really cool, and they're a way to hold a lot of variables, a lot of values of variables in one variable. And it kind of makes accessing it quicker, and it's really helpful in a lot of situations, including loops and stuff. So let's get right into it. Um, so first off, like I was saying, an array can hold a lot of variables, a lot of values in it. So it's kind of like an array is a lot of variables in one. Uh, it can hold any kind of variable too. So you declare it like a normal variable. You put your $sign and then you name it. We're gonna name or I'm gonna name it array. You can name it whatever you want. And then an equal sign, just like normal. The only real difference is instead of putting the value like high or something, we're actually going to put array and then inside parentheses we declare all of our variables. So we'll try 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here's how you do it really. Array, it's kind of like a built-in function. And I'll show you guys another way to do it in a second. But array, opening parenthesis, your variables, which have to be separated by a comma, and they follow kind of the same rules as regular variables. You separate them by a comma, and then you close it with the closing parenthesis, and of course your uh, semicolon. So there we go. We have a pretty simple array holding the variables 1, 2, and 3. Now, how to index to a variable or a value in an array. Now, I'm going to show you a common misconception with beginner people, and then I'll show you how it actually works. So, let's say we wanted to access the 1 right here. We wanted to get 1, the first variable, the first value in our array. Well, we could put echo array, and now here's how you access it. Now, actually, I'm going to surround these and make them strings, because if I don't, this is going to actually just forget all that. Okay, so basically, uh, I'm going to explain this a little bit better in a couple seconds. But this should index our variable with the index of 1. Uh, so we'll save, go to our Firefox browser, refresh. It's not working. Oh, I know why. 1 second, guys. Actually, now you can see. Alright, as you can see, I'm using the link that is given directly by, uh, um, Fire, Aptana. I need to replace that with the link to the one that's inside htdocs. So give me just a second, guys. Alright, we're back. I indexed the, I changed the URL, as you can see. And we see we're getting 2. Well, if we go back to our script, and we see we're indexing the first number 1, the first one. And you know what? I do have to change these, or this is going to be confusing. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So how if we run this now, we get 2. So how come we're getting 2 when we're indexing 1? Let me give you an idea of how indexing works. Indexing is the way the computer knows the variables. It doesn't know them by value, because if you knew them by value, there'd be no point in having the variable. But since it knows them by index, it's kind of like, okay, say you got a lot of siblings in your family. You got like 9 siblings, or 10 siblings, or, yeah, 9 siblings, so there's 10 kids. We'll just go with that. Uh, okay, so you're like the third born. Okay, so when you go in order of firstborn to lastborn, you're third on that list, right? you kind of index the children not by their name all the time. Some of the time it's just too big and people just call you by, oh, hey, you're the third, right? And okay, I don't know. Just you guys might understand that, I hope. Uh, I can't think of another way to describe it right now, but it kind of works like that, except computers don't start count. When humans start learning how to count, we start to learn to count from 1, 2, 3. What comes after 3? 4, 5, 6. What comes after 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, so on. But computers don't work like that. They start at 0. So this is the first index. Its name is array 0. Okay? Now, why is it 0? Because computers start counting at 0. And so this variable's name is 0 inside of our array. So if we do this, we'll get 1. And to better demonstrate this, I'm going to add 0. And that's the common misconception, that it starts at 1. It really starts at 0, guys. That's how arrays work in almost every programming slash scripting language in existence. That's at least popular. So, array 0. Now, I said I'd show you another way to do this, and I'm going to. Uh, Instead of using array, the function, we can just use 2 square brackets and put in 0, 1, 2. But we see we get a small error, and that's because we actually have to index the values ourselves when we do this. Oh, that's not working either. You know what? Scratch that then. Just do it this way. There is a way to do it with the brackets, but it's actually harder and doesn't really work well. Uh, it's easier to just do it this way. You can't. I'll show you how to use the brackets actually later. Cause the way I do it when I use brackets is sort of a little more advanced, because you have to name each variable yourself, and it's actually called mapping. And we probably shouldn't do that yet. So I'm sorry. I take back showing you what to do. So that's what we got this tutorial. Next tutorial we'll continue with arrays, and we'll learn how to manipulate arrays. Kind of like we just learned how to manipulate strings, but now it's going to be slightly different. Uh, to be perfectly honest with you guys though, just strings are really just arrays of characters. So there isn't too much different between strings and arrays. So that's why I covered strings first, because strings can be put in arrays, but arrays can't be put in strings. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like or dislike button corresponding to how you felt about this video, and I'll catch you guys later.